Iron Man 3 production? Delayed.
PlayStation All-Stars?
Delayed.
And I'm still trapped in a box.
You know, he was kind of delayed.
It was a little bit.
Hey, it's me, Mike. You know, me.
After the show, why don't you visit my website, radlats.com. There you can find a whole bunch of original videos made by me. Find out why I hated the movie Insidious, and check out my Spider-Dub series.
What the? You look like a grape.
And tons of more stuff.
Back to the show.
Today is Friday, August 17th, 2012. Welcome to Pretty Much It. As you can see, Mike is still in Albuquerque, and he's not here with us.
Good.
You okay, pal?
Huh?
You alright?
No, sometimes I just scream. It's a thing I have. I'm sorry.
Before we begin, we have a few things to tell you. The first is thank you so much. We hit 10,000 likes on Facebook. Mike, how do you feel about that?
I feel super dandy.
I thought he was going to keep going. Some people have said, what's the big deal? It's just Facebook likes. But I think it's awesome. I don't know about you guys,
Facebook's
but,
fun.
Facebook is
I
fun.
think it's kind of cool.
We have a lot of fun on Facebook. We talk to you guys and stuff, so definitely go and check us out if you haven't. But once again, thank you very much for 10,000. Also, as you can see, I am wearing a Legalized Mutant shirt, which I've been telling you guys about for a few weeks. I finally got mine in the mail. I don't know if anybody else has, but have you gotten yours in the mail, Mike?
No.
That's because it's sitting in my bedroom waiting for you.
Why in your bedroom?
If you'd like your own Legalized Mutant shirt, click the link down in the info to go to beobscure.com and check it out. Buy one for yourself, buy one for a friend, buy one for your grandma. How's your grandma doing, by the way? Also linked down in the info are this week's reviews of, bear with me, there's a lot, Ruby Sparks, Compliance, The Odd Life of Timothy Green, Robot and Frank, Sleeping Dogs, is that what it's called? Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah.
4, the new Block Party album, The Expendables 2, and Paranorman.
Man.
Also down in the info are links to everything we're going to talk about this week. If it's a trailer, a picture, I don't know. Who the hell knows? Who knows really until everybody knows? All linked down in the info. And finally, along the bottom of the screen is our Choose Your News feature where you can click around to different points of the video. Mike, are you going to click around or are you going to watch the whole thing?
I'm gonna watch the whole thing because I'm a radical dude who likes doing cool stuff.
If you want to be a radical dude who does what?
Cool stuff.
Who likes to do cool stuff, then watch the whole thing.
I skipped to the video games.
Okay, so let's get into this week's news, starting off once again with some release date news. First off, we've got Kick-Ass 2, which I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to more and more every day because there's like new information coming up.
I'm not really looking forward to it because the second comic wasn't any good.
Well, the movie wasn't the same as the comic, though, the first movie.
That's true.
So I'm assuming they're going to make it different. I would hope that they will. I'm not reading the comic because I'm not even interested. I just want to see what the movie is. But the release date has been announced for June 28th, 2013.
Nice.
Which, in case you forgot, is the same weekend that we said last week White House Down will be at now for the July 4th weekend. Now, I want to make a correction, though. I said that it was being pushed back from November to June, White House Down. It's actually being moved up from next November to next June. Okay. So it's being moved up.
You dumb idiot.
I'm a dumb boy. And some more release date news. It's a confirmation on something we already pretty much said. May 1st, 2015 is the Avengers 2. So huzzah for that.
That's a long way away.
Yeah, it's actually, it's a long way away, but it's not that far, relatively speaking. I mean, that's, you know...
We're going to have gray hair.
I hope I'm alive by then.
And one other small thing about the Avengers 2 is that it is officially called the Untitled Avengers Sequel, which means it may have a subtitle like Thor and Captain America do, rather than Iron Man, where it's just Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. I would think it's going to be the Avengers 2 Rises.
Avengers 2 Big Pizza Party.
Avengers 2 The Dawn of the Planet of the Avengers.
Avengers 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Avengers 2
Shut up, Jake.
How about 2 Avengers 2 Furious?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh.
Moving on to movie news, but staying in the Marvel realm, we've got some news.
So much Marvel news.
About Daredevil. Now, you might be thinking, okay, you got some Daredevil movie news or comic news? Well, we've got movie news, and it is now officially Marvel news.
Oh!
Because later this year, as we said, who has it? Fox?
Yes.
No.
Fox.
Do they? Mm-hmm. Okay. Fox had the rights, and they were going to lose them later on this year, because they, in their contract, had to have a movie in production within a certain amount of time, and they're running out of time and they don't have anything
They just
going
gave
because
it up.
they canned Joe Carnahan's thing, which is coming up next in some more news. So they are officially letting go of the rights. It's going back to Marvel later this year. And the thing about it is, I don't know about you guys, I'm not really that big of a fan of Daredevil specifically.
Oh, I am.
You are? Okay, so we'll talk to
mad.
you in a second. Mike, how about you?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I'm more excited about just the fact that some rights are going back to Marvel. I
That's
think
a
Punisher
good sign.
did.
The first time this has
Well,
ever
I think
happened.
Punisher did. This is the first major rights,
Takeover.
I guess. Yeah, going back to Marvel. So I think that's huge. Now, you're a fan of Daredevil, so how do you feel about this thing?
I'm very excited.
Okay.
I loved the Ben Affleck movie. Absolutely
Of
loved it.
course you
Freaking
did, Jake.
Loved it, okay?
Jesus Christ.
But I also love the comics, and I understand why people didn't like it. I think this, though, is an awesome step in the right direction, obviously, because of the Marvel Universe. This
Right.
could get tied in and have cool little after the
Credits.
credits
Yeah,
scenes,
right.
Which could be awesome.
Well,
it's just great.
I remember one of the licensing issues with Daredevil is that Marvel couldn't use Kingpin,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is a big villain. But
Like
it was
across
used with
multiple...
Daredevil.
Yeah, he's a villain across multiple people.
Spidey, Daredevil, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So I guess that goes back to Marvel.
I guess that does. I don't know all the details on that. But in general, that's the big news. Now, like I said, Joe Carnahan, he had an idea for a Daredevil movie script, and I talked about it last week. I said apparently the script was really good, but Fox decided to pass on it, and so now people are hoping that Marvel will pick up Joe Carnahan's script, although I have a feeling that they're not allowed probably, but we'll see what happens.
They could.
Now, the big thing here is that Joe Carnahan said, it's really a shame because I had this great sizzle reel. You know what? Check it out, and he put it online.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a
Sizzly
mashup.
reel.
It's a mashup of a bunch of movies
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
took stuff
to,
from
to show
Daredevil.
you what the theme of this Daredevil movie would have been. And I gotta say, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it looks totally different, totally interesting. But will Marvel do that? Marvel is very much like comedy, I think, more than
Yeah.
anything. So I don't know that they would do
also
that.
like sticking to the same kind of style.
Right, because they've got their
Yeah.
universe. So it would be weird to then
Yeah.
go back to a 70s sort of...
You know what was cool with
you
the
know.
sizzle reel? I really felt like it had a lot of elements of the Watchmen movie. It almost
Yes,
looked
I
like
thought that too.
they like got it right in the sizzle reel.
Yes.
Because it had all that like old like time period music, and it just kind of had a funky vibe, but it was still dark.
Yeah.
and still kind of serious.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It was cool.
Moving on to another Marvel movie-related bit
So
of
much Marvel stuff.
information. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be a movie.
Is it?
A movie, you say?
It's going to be a movie, and I believe it's coming
On
out
the
in
big
2014.
screen.
On the biggest screen you can find. Now, we
What
don't
do
know,
you know?
anything about it plot-wise, script-wise, anything like that, other than just Guardians of the Galaxy, and most likely Thanos will be in it, all that jazz.
Galaxies are guarded.
Right. Exactly. They guard the galaxies. Correct. That's all we know.
I bet they do pretty
But
good.
apparently, there's a small little synopsis that was recently released, and it says that it's going to be following in Star-Lord's Peter Quill, I guess is his name. I don't know the Guardians of the Galaxy. Mike, do you know anything about this? It's going to be following
I know
his
a
point of
little
view.
bit. I know the characters. I've never read any of the comics, but I know a little bit about the
So,
characters.
does this make sense to be coming from the only human's point of view?
I think it does a lot, actually, because there's really no other way you could have done this movie without it being too goofy and
Right.
phantasmal. And I think the comic is actually, like, it starts out from, like, he's, like, the main character,
Oh, okay.
right?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It could work as a perspective type of thing. If we're just thrown into a world of aliens, we need someone to relate to and see it through their eyes. The
Right,
human.
because remember, like, Green Lantern worked so well for
yeah,
that.
except it sucked.
I think this is a good idea, just based on logic, is that we are humans, and so we would relate to a human. So I think that's fine, and I'm definitely really excited to see this. Someone was saying they hope that this movie, primarily, more than anything, is just a setup for Thanos. We're staying in the Marvel Universe for this next bit of movie news. It's about Iron Man 3, and Mike apparently was on the set and saw it happen. So Mike, why don't you tell us what happened?
Well, it was a lot more than me just seeing it happen. It's kind of all my fault.
Uh-oh.
You see, I was carrying around these big box of marbles, and the director was like, "Mike, you gotta take these marbles and you don't spill them." And I'm like, "Okay, Mr. Director," but then I spilled them, and Robert Downey Jr. were like, "Whoa!" and he broke his ankle.
Is that all true?
Yes, to my knowledge, I could have just dreamed it in like an acid kind of delusion, but pretty sure that's what happened. And then right after that, Robert Downey Jr. turned into a dragon and he flew away.
See, now I don't believe it now. Once you say that, I'm starting to think maybe you made all that up.
Is he okay?
No, it looked pretty real to me.
Well, is he all right though? That's the important thing. What is that? Is that
Well, that's
causing
the
a
thing.
problem?
They say that his ankle sustained an injury, but they could be puffing it up for the media. He probably maybe got a bruise.
They had to delay production for that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It might only be a couple of days though.
Right. It might not be a big deal. We're thinking right now it's not going to affect the release date, for God's sake. But yeah, right now they're not shooting.
They give him that Dark Knight Rises thing that like fixes his leg. No
right.
problem.
Yeah. No, probably not, because that would never exist in the real world, and it was actually kind of dumb in that movie.
But it was in Dark Knight Rises. It's real. It's dark and gritty and real.
Right. And one more bit of information about a Marvel-related movie. Unfortunately, not a Marvel movie, but the Wolverine. We got some news about the Wolverine.
I don't think any of this is going to be good.
Yeah, I know. You're not looking forward to this.
excited.
We talked about it. I have hope only because of what, and obviously Hugh Jackman's not going to talk shit about his own movie, but what he said is factual. It's not an opinion thing. He said that this is and I think we knew this for the most part, it's a standalone movie. It is not a sequel to the last one, which is good. It's not Wolverine 2 or anything like that. It's a standalone movie. It can work on its own, and most importantly, it's not overloaded with mutants.
That's like a nail in the coffin for me.
Why?
It's like, what is Wolverine just gonna fight bad guys?
Oh, right. So that's true, because you're done with Wolverine.
Oh no.
Well, not only am I done with Wolverine, like I would accept it a little bit if he was fighting somebody like that's a threat that's got mutant powers,
as opposed to
but
it just being about Wolverine again.
It just sounds like he's gonna fight gangsters.
He's gonna be stabbing samurais. It's so much cooler when he stabs people instead of mutants, because blood.
Because blood,
and
right?
Violence.
And because Japan.
And this will be dark and gritty.
Right,
so.
of course, obviously.
Do you think this is gonna be like a more adult themed?
I'm hoping. Well, keep in mind, Darren Aronofsky was supposed to be directing it a while ago, and he had to drop out, so he must have had some interest.
If he directed it, though, I would have been all for it.
Right, of course. But the fact that he was signed on means something to me. That means that he wanted to do it. So I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be different. And, Mike, you're going to have to just give it a chance.
I will give it 2 chances.
Very nice. Moving out of Marvel and into other movies, we've got some news about another 3 movie. Which 3 movie do you think this is, Mike?
Home Alone 3, 2?
Close. It's something you're really excited about.
Giraffe Adventure Safari 3?
The Hangover 3.
This is awful. Are people actually excited about this?
No, most people are not. But I will say, and I wasn't really either, because I thought the second one was such a waste, just a waste.
So bad.
So here's
bad.
the deal. This one, I now have a tiny little spark of interest based on who the quote-unquote villain is. They announced today. Guess who's playing the villain, boys?
Jesus Christ.
Close again. John Goodman.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I do love John.
Yes, I do too. I think that is a big possibility.
I'll usually see anything with John Goodman in it.
So you already now have to see it.
Yeah.
I think this will be better. I think they actually might have learned from The Hangover.
Yeah, I think they did learn a lesson from The Hangover too, but I guess we'll have to see. I'm definitely interested now that John Goodman is announced. That's definitely interesting.
John Goodman. That's how he talks. Not really.
Moving on to another 3 movie. Here's another 3 movie, Mike, for you to guess. Which one is it?
I've got my 3 hat on.
Well, what movie do you think it is?
The Busting Ghosts 4.
No. It's actually Expendables 3.
Really?
But apparently Expendables 3 is in the works, and I'm not surprised because, I don't care for these movies really, but it's just action guys being action guys. That's all it is. So I'm not surprised they're going to keep going. What they can do is they literally just keep adding action guys to the movies, and that's what the news is. The news is that apparently signed on officially is Nicolas Cage.
Nice. That works. Perfect fit.
I think we lost Mike.
I'm here.
Oh, he's just speechless.
Don't get me wrong. I actually like Nicolas Cage in some things, but what's he doing here?
I mean,
how many times are they going to try and get away with this gimmick of action stars doing their thing?
At least one more time.
That's all it is. It's great.
Jake, shut the
Also on the list of people they want to get are Clint Eastwood.
If he lives, he's
Right, he's pretty old.
Let's be real here.
Harrison Ford.
No way.
Yeah, and one that I
think
don't
Harrison
think...
Ford will do it.
I think Harrison Ford would do it.
I don't think he
but
will.
the other one is Wesley Snipes, who is in jail right now. They'll have to wait until after he's out of jail.
Tax fraud. Sorry.
I'd be more surprised if Clint Eastwood did it. Not just because he might be dead, but because I feel like he wouldn't do it, but I don't know.
I don't know. He's got a little more class than
I feel like Harrison Ford would totally do it.
No, he's nasty. He's a mean old man.
Well, like when I think of the production meetings for this movie, Sylvester Stallone just tells anybody, "Hey, you want to make a whole bunch of money and look really cool while you're doing it?
Isn't it more like, hey, you want to make a whole bunch of money and get in the movie?
Money and look man cool, man, but damn."
War.
Alright, guys. And that's all the news in movie land. Now let's move on to video game land with Jake.
I love video games.
Oh yeah, how's your video game going that you're playing in jail, Mike?
Oh, I just got the high score. 1,000,000 babies dead.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's
a good
incredible.
game.
Alright, well, anyway, Jake.
Here we go. Anyway, Jake, speaking of dead babies. The first bit of exciting news, and Mike, this will excite you. I know you appreciate Rayman as much as I do.
Good thing we can't see his
I do,
lower half.
I do.
What? Rayman Legends is going to be a Wii exclusive game. How does anyone care?
That's terrible news.
I was waiting for him. Yeah, what, are you kidding with him?
I'm just happy that it's a reason, like, now I have a reason to get a Wii U.
But Mike's not going to get the Wii U, so now he can't play the game.
Well, you can
That
come over to my
sucks.
house and play it.
Mike's not going to go over your house. You're an asshole.
I don't know why this is such a bad marketing idea because the other Rayman game that just came out was so good. Why? What do they think?
You know,
Oh, yeah, it's going to bomb. I mean,
Nintendo must have shelled out so much money to get that exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn. The Wii U, I think, is going to be a failure, a big failure.
personally, I know the game's going to be a failure if it's only going to be on the Wii U. But
Right.
I'm talking about me. I needed a reason to get the Wii U, and now I have one. It's not much, but hey, Rayman.
Good for you, pal.
The second bit of news, this is all from Gamescom, mind you, the big E3 of Europe in Germany.
Ooh.
It's still going on, so if we miss stuff, sorry, but it's still ongoing. The second bit of news is a game coming out called Remember Me.
Like the
Oh,
movie?
that looked kind of cool. It's kind of like Inception, the game.
Yeah, it's not the one where 9/11 happens and Robert Pattinson dies or something.
Spoiler alert. I don't know anything about this. What is this?
It's a game.
Right, okay,
It's
now I'm
pretty
on.
much-
I got it now.
It's Inception, the game.
No, it's not.
Okay. Or not.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, conceptually,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
So what is it? What's the deal on it?
Okay, well, let me tell you.
Alright.
Remember Me is a game where you're a girl in the future, and it's in the future where dreams are... Is it dreams or memories?
Memories.
Memories are bought and sold like a commodity, officially and through the black market.
Right.
So it's like a whole crime,
That's interesting.
stealing memories.
That's
and
cool
stuff
for like a
that.
movie concept right
So
there. That's a game? That's interesting.
Yeah, it is actually really cool. You play as this girl, and she's a former bounty hunter, dream memory stealer person.
Right, of course.
And it happens to her, so she's on a quest to find out why.
I just want to say the whole mechanic of messing with people's memories looks really cool.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
There's this one scene where you have to kill this guy, so you go into his memories and make him think he killed his girlfriend, so he
Ah.
kills himself.
Interesting. I like it.
That's like double Inception.
All
It's
right,
really
cool. It's double Inception. Doubleception.
It's been said to be a combination of a bunch of games like Deus Ex Human Revolution, a lot of action, running and jumping and climbing like Uncharted, and fighting like Arkham City. Except there's kill moves where you can suck people's memories out of their brains and stuff.
Cool. I like it.
That's cool.
I was actually pretty surprised by this because Capcom hasn't really made anything groundbreaking in a while.
Or new. Yeah,
new.
besides Dragon's Dogma, they haven't put anything out new, a number one game, not a
Right,
sequel.
right.
So this is exciting for that alone. Another thing that came out of Gamescom that a lot of people are excited about, I don't know, PlayStation Cross-Buy. This is when you buy a game for the Vita and you get a copy of it for free on your PlayStation 3 and vice versa.
That sounds really good.
That sounds great. Yeah.
That's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, anything where you're getting something for free is always good, right?
I think it's kind of great because it's an incentive for PlayStation 3 owners to adopt the Vita, which is cool,
Right.
right?
So they're doing a better version of what Nintendo's trying to do by getting people to buy the Wii U.
Yeah,
It's like a better version of getting people to buy your system.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just beating them to that, like Microsoft too. Microsoft has the thing with the tablet and the thing.
All that stuff, the thing.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, that's cool. PlayStation cross-buy, check it out. It's gonna be for right now. It's gonna be only for first-party titles. Like I know it's gonna be for the new Sly Cooper game.
Okay.
A couple of games like Sound Shapes have already had it, and if they're working to do it for third-party titles, so that could be cool.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot the most exciting thing about
Jake.
this. You can play it. You can play it on your PS3 and then pick it up on your PlayStation Vita and keep playing
That's awesome.
like the same save.
That
That's
is really
perfect,
cool.
yeah.
It's just that, like, I think to have that feature, you need to just downgrade the quality of your game by a pretty sizable degree.
Right.
Right. It's going to be interesting how that works out. You know, that's a little bit more tricky. But we haven't actually seen it yet. But now
So-
we know it's coming, so we'll see. And now we got some good news and bad news from Gamescom, a bunch of release dates and stuff like that.
Let's start with the good.
First, we have Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which is coming out February 19th. And it has robot dogs with chainsaws in it now.
That's
so.
all I've ever dreamed of.
I don't really know about this game because I actually I like Metal Gear. I don't like the story, but I like the gameplay. And this looks like it's just throws all of what made Metal Gear good out the window, and it's just all about action, swordplay, and doesn't look unique or anything at all.
Mike, Jake's giving you a dirty look.
You don't like the story? Good. I mean, oh look, I muted him with my mind. Second thing getting a release date is Army of Two, the Devil's Cartel, one of the...
That one Mike's really excited
Yeah,
about.
I'm the only person
Oh,
excited about this
boy.
game. This game's coming out in March. And lastly, Dead Space 3 is coming out February 5th.
Whoa, so lots going on in February.
February's so busy.
Now, do you have any hope for this, Jake?
We talked about this a while ago, I remember.
I just today I watched a little trailer for it. The guy explaining how to make weapons and stuff,
That looks
and
cool.
it looks like they completely forgot they were making a horror game. It's like you can take your weapons and you can make it shoot fire
Yeah.
and electricity. You got it.
That was exactly what we talked about,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see. You
Yeah,
know
we'll have to see what happens.
Time will tell in my review. And lastly, it wouldn't be a gaming news extravaganza without some delays.
Uh-oh.
First delayed is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why would that be delayed?
I don't know, because it sucks.
That's the press release?
Sorry, guys. It sucks. No, I don't know. Hopefully they're adding more characters or something. Second delay is Sly Cooper. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the new Sly Cooper. I'm very excited about it. I mentioned it before, but it's also delayed.
Good for you. So all your favorite things are
Yeah,
delayed.
these are pushed a substantial couple months. So that's video games. That's Gamescom news. We might have missed some, like I said before, but we'll get to it next week.
And the last little bit of news that I have for you this week is some TV news. You guys ready for this?
Oh, it's always.
I'm
good.
ready. I got my pants on.
So you remember I told you about that Sleepy Hollow TV show that was in the works?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it didn't sound too good.
Nah, it's like a modern Sleepy Hollow. Well, guess what?
What?
Guess.
I don't want to guess.
I could guess. It's right there.
The CW is working on another Sleepy Hollow modern day reboot.
Wait.
Wait, there's gonna be two modern Sleepy Hollows?
There are two modern Sleepy Hollow TV shows in the works currently.
Okay. What?
I am just gonna cancel my cable subscription.
Yeah, this is pathetic. And I'll tell you, the little bit of info about this one is that it's an FBI agent. Right off the bat, I'm like, F you. It's an FBI agent going into a town to figure out these beheadings. So this is just a wash.
What?
You know, it's just stupid.
CSI? What is
And
this?
I just want it to end. I just want to close my eyes and I want the nightmares to end.
CSI.
It
Sleepy
will
Hollow.
never end. Alright, so now we're gonna be going to a quick commercial break, and while we're on that break, I gotta go clean up all this blood. They'll never catch me.
Welcome back to Pretty Much It. Now we're going to talk about the trailers that were released this week. Once again, all of the trailers are linked in the info. Please watch them along with us if you're interested, and if you're not interested, watch them anyway. I don't know who I am anymore. The first trailer we're going to talk about is 7 Psychopaths.
Put your hands up. No, but I've got a gun. I don't care. That doesn't make any sense. Too bad.
I'm definitely excited for this because it was made by the guy who made In Bruges, and that's definitely one of my favorite movies ever. And it's got an amazing cast.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited as well.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I like movies where it's just a bunch of zany characters, like we were saying, like Snatch.
Right.
It's just crazy
Yeah,
characters.
and about that, the plot looks kind of similar to
You think too
Snatch.
similar?
Not too similar, but like it's kind of similar.
Dangerously close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christopher Walken
But
looks
I'm
hilarious.
pretty sure that's not going to be a problem.
On the flip side, something I'm not all that excited about is The Last Stand.
Wow, you're looking jacked. You've been working out?
How can you not be excited about this?
You.
It's just Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm old and I'm a badass
But he's
still.
back!
This is the same goddamn reason why the Indiana Jones new movie
And
sucked.
well, I was gonna say, and also when we were talking about Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Exactly. This is there. He's too old. It is not funny. It's like we get the joke.
It's
I'm
not
too
funny.
old for this.
He does say that at one point in the trailer too.
I'm too old for this.
Why are you excited? Just because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I am the. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. And
Jake, why do your opinions suck so much?
I can't work with this guy. The Expendables 2 doesn't count as his return.
No, I
this
agree.
does. Yeah.
So this is his
Jake,
return.
did you watch the trailer?
Yeah.
I guess you were on drugs at the time.
What part of it looks good other than that it's Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Him. Oh, the movie.
Now,
the movie. It doesn't even matter.
All right, then there you go. That's so,
no.
Mike. Did you hear that? He said the movie doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I heard it.
Now, apparently, the director is really good. I've heard, but other than that, I'm not interested in this at all. So whatever. The next trailer is For Ellen.
What do you want?
I just want to know how you feel about me.
You seem like a nice person.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of Paul Dano. I think he's very, very good, and I think that this movie looks really, really good. I missed it at Sundance, unfortunately. I know.
You missed a movie at Sundance.
I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I think it was Sundance, not South by Southwest, but either way, I missed it. And it was on my list, and I had to choose between that and something else, and I didn't get to see it. So I'm really looking forward to this one. What do you guys think?
I think that Paul Dano, whatever, book him Dano. Sorry. He looks like he plays a really interesting character. In
Definitely.
I don't know, but I'm intrigued.
And the last trailer we're going to go into really is for Red Dawn. Now, in case you're unaware, this is a remake. In case you're too young to know, Red Dawn already was a movie. It doesn't need a
very
remake.
good movie, by the way.
Yeah, and it doesn't need a remake, that's for sure. And this movie, not only is it a remake, but it's about 3 years old at this point. They shot it 3 or 4 years ago. Before Chris Hemsworth was Thor.
That's why he looks like a baby?
That's why he looks like a baby. He wasn't Thor at the time. He wasn't even in Cabin in the Woods at the time, I don't think.
Oh, man.
So I feel bad for these guys because they're probably like, oh, let's keep that in the past. And now it's coming out and they're going to look like dweebs.
Damn it, we did this.
And not only that, didn't this movie take a huge rewrite to the villains?
Dude, not a rewrite. You know what happened? They had already shot it. They went in post and changed uniforms and flags from
That
I think
is
yeah, I think from
ridiculous.
China to what, North or South Korea or something
North
like
Korea.
that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Either way, it's basically the same way as saying that they all look the same. Is it not?
Yeah.
So that is just wow.
This movie
That's
looks so bad.
outrageous.
I have no interest in this. I think if you're looking forward to this, you are either unaware that there's already been a Red Dawn, or you're unaware of all these things behind it. It's just embarrassing.
You know what? You know this movie's bad when I say it looks horrible, because I just said that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie looks great.
It's true.
This movie looks so bad.
It's true.
That first scene with the airplanes coming, that was supposed to have impact. You were supposed to be like, holy crap.
And it's
That
like a
looks
care.
like a cartoon.
it looks
Yep.
like a damn transformer falling into the house.
Where was the dubstep?
And some other trailers released this week were 10 Years, which I think actually looks good. It looks like an American Reunion, but better. Deadfall, which I also think looks okay, mostly because of Olivia Wilde, and I love Eric Bana. So
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. We've also got Great Expectations, not interested. Keep the Lights On, which actually, I think even though it looks like controversial, the movie, I think it looks pretty good. How to Survive a Plague, Toys in the Attic, The Victim,
What
which...
the hell is that?
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
And Citadel and Stage Fright, which both look from the trailers, but I'm thinking could be okay. Citadel
could
looks
be
kind of
cool.
cool. And the thing about Stage Fright, the trailer's awful, but all of the things in the trailer, where it's like scariest movie I've ever seen, stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that's in the movie, and they're talking about the movie within the movie.
Oh, man.
So I don't know.
That just makes my head hurt.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks bad, but from the trailer, I don't know. It might actually not be that
We
terrible.
shall see.
Those are all the trailers that were released this week, and now let's move on to the poll. Last week's poll question was, who would you like to direct the Justice League movie?
Christopher Nolan won, didn't he?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
You assholes.
We said we were going to ignore Christopher Nolan because he already said he's not doing it, but you guys voted for him anyway, so we're going to throw that out. The next two,
Surprising.
also stupid. Don't make the movie.
Wow, really,
which is
guys?
surprising.
Really?
And then Eric Striffler, which is me, and that's not going to happen.
That
So
sucks.
another goof spoof. But the ones that we will actually pay attention to are Quentin Tarantino, which is interesting.
Okay, not gonna
No.
work. Never in a million years.
It's an interesting choice. And this one, had he not done Star Trek, I'd say yes. J.J. Abrams.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
But he did Star Trek, so it kind of feels like, how many things are you going to
Yeah.
do in that vein, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's stuck in Star Trek now.
Yeah, so I don't know, it would feel weird, but I could see him doing it well. So that was last week's poll. This week's poll question is, with Expendables 3, I guess, in the works, what action hero would you like to see added to Expendables 3? You can let us know by clicking the link down in the info to go vote in the poll on our Facebook, and while you're over there, please like us on Facebook. Thank you very much if you do. I don't know any off the top of my head that I would want to see, I guess. Actually, that's not true. I can think of some, but we're not going to say them.
No.
We'll let you guys know next week. I can think of one specifically. Wait, are you thinking the same thing I am? Are you thinking of one right now?
Probably not, because you suck.
All right, I don't want to kiss you.
Yeah, but he's only like recent.
And the giveaway winner this week is Joshua Hoagland.
Hoagies, a land of hoagies.
Okay, Hoagland though, not Hoagieland.
Whatever.
This is name, Jake.
Congrats, pal.
Josh, you win a shirt from beobscure.com, the Legalized Mutant shirt, or any other shirt that we're selling.
Nice.
Please send us a message on our Facebook page, facebook.com/prettymuchit, and we will get in contact with you and figure all your information out. And that's it for this week's episode of Pretty Much It. But before we end, what's going on next week, boys?
New PMI.
Something magical.
Indeed, you are both correct. New PMI starts next week, guys. And I just want to say, this is the last time you're going to see a setup like this. This is it.
Oh,
What?
man, this is a big thing.
Yeah, we've got a new setup on the way. You like the music, right? You like the PMI theme?
Oh yeah.
We got a new theme.
What?
What? We've got a new intro.
What?
We've also got a new setup on our blog, which I think is awesome, and you can see it right now. It's like your own
Yeah.
small little taste of new PMI.
A little
It's
stylistic.
not
yeah.
really much of
No,
a taste of what we're doing here, but you'll get the idea. And there's some other little surprises that'll be coming at you. So we're very excited for you guys to see it next week. Next week's episode of Pretty Much It. I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's looking awesome. So yeah, that's it for this week. Mike, how you feeling? You almost out of jail? You good?
I'm feeling okay.
But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching every episode, not just this episode. I'm really, really excited for you guys to see the new stuff. Hope you enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it. And that's pretty much it.